Hey guys, this is Troop Gaming, and this is the 6th devlog for Mega Man Proto Man Origins. And today, I'll be telling you about the new stage, the new enemies, and the new Robot Master. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing I had to do when making this level was to decide on a gimmick to make the level around. Obviously, there had to be ice physics, but I wanted more than that in this level. The main thing I wanted to add were icicles, kind of like the ones from Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, as you can see here. The first thing I did to create the icicles was to make them start shaking when you got close to them on the X-axis. Next, I made the icicles able to fall. After that, I made the icicles fall faster and able to hit the ground. After that, I added a particle trail and made the icicles break when you jumped on them. Now that I had created the icicles, I had to make an icicle spawner. The first thing I did was make the icicle spawner wait until you destroyed the old icicle, then play an effect and spawn a new one. Then I made it able to spawn as many as I wanted at once until it reached the limit. After that, the icicle spawner was done. Next, I wanted to make water physics for the icicles. So the first thing I did was make the icicles move like this when you jumped on them. Next, I fixed the sprite and made them only do this when they were in the water. After that, I made the icicle movement look smoother. Then I decided to make moving water in this level too. It didn't turn out so well the first time, as you can see here.
Bye-bye!
After some hours of pain, I fixed it. After this, I was pretty much done with the level. Now that I was done making the level, I had to make new enemies for the level. The first enemies I made were these flying guys, which you can't really call making when they're in the framework in the first place. The main thing I did was just change the colors. After those enemies were created, I made these pit hopper enemies. I actually originally made these enemies since Devlog 1, but I don't have any video of me making them. The only thing I did to them now was change the way they looked because I didn't like the way they looked before. After I got done with those enemies, I wanted to create some ice mets for this level. The idea I had for these enemies was to make them jump and then shoot 3 times at you. So the first thing I did was make the Met jump and shoot 3 times. After that, I made the enemy only shoot 1 bullet per shot. I cleaned the animations up a bit and also made the bullets ice shots. After that, I worked on making the player able to become frozen by touching certain enemy attacks. The first thing I did to create this was make the player play the frozen sprite when he gets hit by an ice attack. After that, I made the player unable to move while they were frozen. Then I made the player able to break out of the ice cube by jumping. Next, I added some effects to show that you were breaking out of the ice. And lastly, I made it so that if you get hit by any attack that is not an ice attack, you'll break out of the ice cube automatically. Now there's still one glitch I know of with the player getting frozen, and it makes the player move very fast, but I don't know what causes the glitch. Anyways, once I got done with that, I wanted to create one more enemy for this level. So I decided to make the enemy based off of an unused enemy from Mega Man 10. So the first thing I did was create these ice blocks that would bounce off of walls. Then I created this enemy sprite that would shoot the blocks, but as you can see it was a bit janky. After that I fixed the issues and the enemy was done. I call these enemies the Frosties, but if you have any better ideas, put them in the comments. Now that I had created all the enemies, it was time to move on to the Robot Master. Now I obviously had to make the ice boss next, and since the first design I posted got the most votes, that was the one I was going to use. So the first thing I did to create this boss was I made these animations. After that, I created and animated this ice spike object that would damage the player. Then I tried to make the boss shoot some projectiles that would spawn the ice spikes on collision, but they didn't move how I wanted them to, as you can see here. Eventually I fixed the issue and made the bullets go faster and in the right direction. After that, I attempted to make the boss jump at the player, but it didn't go so well the first few times. But after tweaking the jump a bit, I fixed this issue also. After that, I created an animation for the new attack and made the boss repeat everything. After that, I added the bullet for the attack and made some finishing touches, and this thing was already done. I'm really happy with the way this boss turned out, especially because the sprites are 100% original this time. But anyway, now it's time for the gameplay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.